Imagine waking up in a private villa surrounded by coconut trees, your own pool, and just sitting around glistening in the sun in total peace and location freedom. Most people think you need 10 properties to live this sort of lifestyle, but the truth is one great commercial property can fund it all. Today I'm going to show you how a mixed-use commercial building in Brisbane brings in $70,000 a year in passive income. With a ramen restaurant downstairs and a vacant office space upstairs, there's potential to add significant value to this property. Passive income from this one property is enough to fund that 3-bedroom villa in Koh Samui, Thailand, where you've got complete location freedom. I'm James Hawthorne, and I research commercial property deals to see what sort of lifestyle that they can actually fund. So stick around because I'm going to share the income, the strategy and the numbers behind this Brisbane building and how it can completely fund your lifestyle in Koh Samui, Thailand. Let's get into it. Now let's get into analysing the property that's going to fund our financial freedom. So this property is in Stones Corner, Queensland, so not far from the Brisbane CBD. It sold for $2 million. The land size is 405 metres squared. The floor area is 398 metres squared, so it pretty much takes up the whole land area. And if you look at the pictures from the property, it's 2 levels. So we have this bottom floor and the top floor. And the bottom floor is leased out to a restaurant, and the top floor is currently unoccupied. There isn't a tenant. So this is where the value add opportunity can occur, is when you can put in a tenant that increases the net income of the property, which in turn increases the value of the property based on the cap rate. So the net income times the cap rate equals the value of the property. If you increase that net income, it increases the value of the property naturally. So if we look through the properties, it's got a good, restaurant and the bottom. It says it's leased, I think, which is the top level. It's got a good lot of traffic, parking out the front, parking behind, a lot of road traffic. And as you can see, there's a lot of apartments in the area. It's really developed, a lot of housing as well, more apartments. So it's a good location because people are going to be going past here every day. They're going to be using these major roads. There's a train station not far, and there doesn't look like there's too much supply of commercial buildings in the area, which can be a positive thing. We don't want to be oversupplied of commercial property in the area. And it's not far from the Brisbane CBD, which is just over here. And I think because it's not far from the Brisbane CBD, it's close to a train station. People are probably, it wouldn't be too hard to get the office space tenanted because people can walk from the train station. There's parking in the area, not far from the Brisbane CBD. A lot of apartment buildings in the area, so there's going to be people living close by as well. So it shouldn't be too hard to get the property tenanted in the office space. As you can see, got car park out the back as well, and street parking as well. Now let's get into the details of the property. So the features of the property, it's got 2 levels. The first level is 200 square meters, which is leased to Taro's Ramen until 2029. So we've got a 5-year lease, which currently brings in $86,000 a year of gross income. And then it's got the second level, which is also 200 square meters, which is an office space, which is untenanted. So that's where you can add value by getting a tenant in, which can increase the value of the property. Now they've got car parks as well out the back, and it's 500 meters from the train station and 100 meters from a bus stop. So it looks like a decent property, not too much supply in the area of commercial properties. It's got 1 tenant, which is bringing $86,000 a year of gross income, and it's got the potential value add opportunity to tenant the office space, which will increase the rent of the property. Now let's go to the calculator and break down the numbers behind this property and see what sort of passive income it can produce. Now if we look at our cash flow calculator, we've got a purchase price of $2 million, 30% deposit, and for the net income, we had that $86,000 from the ground floor tenant, and I assumed you could probably get $75,000 for the office space. So this is where the value add opportunity comes in, and you can increase the yield to about 8.05%. And assuming interest rate of 6.5%, interest only, our rent's going to be $161,000, our interest is $91,000, so our cash flow is going to be $70,000 a year, positively geared from this one property. Now, if we look at our cash flow snapshot, it's not until we get to a 12% interest rates do we become negatively geared. So that's where this value add opportunity comes in, where you can get that second level tenanted, you can increase the net income of the property, which gives you a bigger buffer if interest rates go up. Now, if interest rates go down to 3%, we're going to be positively geared $119,000 a year just from this one property. It's pretty amazing. Now, if we look at our property pay down calculator, assuming the same purchase price of $2 million, our net yield of 8.05%, I'm going to assume a rental increase of 4.5% from this property. In the first year, we're going to be positively geared $70,000. By year 5, you're going to be positively geared $124,000. And by year 10, the property is completely paid off, generating $223,000 a year of passive income. And if you go down by year 15, you're going to be positively geared almost $300,000 just from this one property. Now let's go and analyze what sort of lifestyle can we live based off the passive income from this one property. Now, for balling on a budget, our budget was $70,000 a year of passive income. That's just from year 1 from the property. And I found 3 different places we could actually live in Koh Samui, Thailand. So the first property I found is a 3-bedroom villa, and I've assumed that you're actually going to buy the property using a 20% deposit and getting a mortgage for the rest. Mortgage is going to be $4,250 a month, which is about $51,000 a year. And the next 2 properties are Airbnbs, and they're going to be the same, about between $5,000 and $6,000 a month, which adds up to still fitting in within our budget of $70,000 a year. So let's first go look at the first property. So it's a 3-bed in a pool villa in Thailand, Koh Samui. If you look at the pictures, it's got a really nice lap pool, seating, grass area, and it's also got amazing architecture, nice roof. You can just lounge around the pool all day for early morning swims. You can host dinners, got an amazing kitchen, really nice windows as well. A lot of space as well, open plan living. You get so much out of living here. You can host parties, events, lots of family, and walk-in wardrobe, huge beds. It's got amazing double vanity bathroom as well, outdoor shower, 3 bedrooms. It's a pretty amazing property. And so it's sold, the listed price is 20 million baht, which is about $1 million in Australian dollars. So 3-bed, 2-bath, cottage style, amazing property. And if we look at the calculator, so it was about 20 million baht, which is about $1 million Australian dollars. So if you've got a $750,000 loan, principal and interest, you're going to be looking at monthly repayments of $4,250, which is within our budget. So those monthly repayments add up to about $51,000 a year, which fits in with our $70,000 a year budget. It gives you about $20,000 left over to play and do whatever you want with the rest of it. Now, if you look at the second property, it's this 2-bed villa with ocean views in Koh Samui. So it's also got a nice lap pool, open plan living, floating bed, nice ocean views. It's lit up at night. Got all this greenery and forestry around. Makes you feel like you're in the jungle. Got the open plan, nice dining area, nice kitchen seating area, big bathrooms, carport as well. Pretty amazing 2-bedroom villa. And it's going to cost $5,000 a month. And if we look at the location, whereabouts is this in Koh Samui? So it's kind of a bit remote, which is why you're going to need a car, but it's not close to, the beaches, a lot of tourist spots as well. So you're kind of a bit more out into the jungle. It's going to be quiet and peaceful, but it's an amazing 2-bed, 2-bath villa. Let's go look at the other villa. So it's a bit more expensive, this villa. It's 3-bed, 3.5 bath. Similarly, it's a bit more open plan, 2 levels, and you've got a nice lap pool. You've got views of the ocean, really big kitchen, big dining area to do entertaining, nice bedrooms, big open plan, big open shower and bath. And this is where you get to relax, enjoy the views. Look at those views. You get to see all the ocean, jungle. Got a nice lap pool. Got views of the whole ocean. It's pretty amazing the views you can get. This one's a bit more expensive, so it's $5,700 a month. Similarly, if you look at the location, it's got good ratings as well. If you look at the location in Thailand, Koh Samui, it's still a bit into the jungle. It's on the opposite side of the island to the other place, but with the car you can get around nice beaches, not far from the main city as well. So this one commercial property gives you complete location, time freedom, where you can go live in Koh Samui, Thailand. Live in one of these 3 different villas. They all can fit within our $70,000 a year passive income budget. You can buy a villa, you can rent it out on Airbnb, and live on an island with amazing views and lap pools and just enjoy your life. And it's all completely funded by one commercial property. So this mixed-use commercial building in Brisbane can completely fund your dream lifestyle in Koh Samui, Thailand. Now, if you want more videos like this, go watch my last video where I show how a rental property in Perth completely funds for your dream lifestyle in Marbella. So go watch that video now and subscribe so you don't miss out.